Arizona Cardinals. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Under 10, 10.
James White's first carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defense is just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
10 more there and another first down.
At the 2-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Off play action. Jones out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Bobby Wagner coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now on third down. That pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
At the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's get it.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That's good.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Good. Makes the score Cardinals 7. Washington 3. Rigoberto
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Going deep for Diggs.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Joe. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Washington 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. First down, here's White. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a carry for White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James White, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Sam Sloman for the PAT.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, Washington 3. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground.
Jones has just thrown his third interception.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches,
and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James White with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And this offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 35, Washington 3. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Jones now will run it.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return.
And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going from...
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And there he goes, Amari Cooper. He's at the 30.
Always a pleasure.
10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The score, Cardinals 43. Washington.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Watch 54, watch 54. Watch the curl, watch the curls.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes Peppers. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 27-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Cooper's got him. Past the 20.
Keep running,
10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Amari Cooper. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals add on. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Washington 3. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Silver.
And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't going nowhere.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
Well, this drive's been one to forget. They ended up going backwards on 3rd and long and ended up going to the sidelines with their tail back between their legs. And now they have to pump the ball away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returning is Peppers.
Have some of this.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cards continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. From the gun, Murray. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Washington 3. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on for the 5th time here today. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Good track. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the pass. Hey, hold on. Hey, Larry.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Murray now to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down. Murray now. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
At the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike's 59. They can't hang with us. 59's Mike. 59's Mike.
Murray to air it out again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Well, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this will be incomplete. The veteran tight end, Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flush to his right. throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This is taken at about the 14. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
79.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you by. Finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.